Hey, I am live, apparently. So this is the second time I've actually gone live. So yeah, we'll have to see. I have to see if anyone comes on. Kind of a bit nervous. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes as well, just to wait for people to come on. So I'm just like sorting stuff out. So like I'm still waiting. Oh, there's one person. Hello. I'm just trying to see how this works. Can the person that's on, thank you for joining, by the way, could you just kind of write a little hello just so I kind of know, just because it's my second live that I've done on my own, and yeah, oh, they're gone. Okay, don't worry about that. But if anyone comes on, it would be really good if you could write a comment down, just to say hello. That would really, really help. Just to kind of let me know, like, how I more or less know how this sort of works. Oh, hey, girl. How you doing? You good? Do you know, it'd be funny. Imagine if it's just me and you. Oh no, there's two. There's a second. So this evening is sponsored by Barefoot Milo. Cheers. It's been a long week. It's been a really busy week, actually. I have to say, it's been like a massively busy week. So yeah, I'm having a well-deserved vino. God, I sound like such a London gay. Haven't, yeah, not been a London gay for years. So, a couple of minutes. Oh, hello, Antidote. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. No, I haven't moved yet. I move in 2 weeks. So yeah, I move in 2 weeks. Ash, hello, Nathan's Way. Ash is living his best life in the living room. Yeah, it's amazing. 5. Oh my god. Okay, this is shooting up. 6. Okay. Ooh. But no, I haven't moved yet. Antidote. That's going to be in 2 weeks. Hello from the dark pool. Yeah, it's going to be in like 2 weeks' time that I move. So, oh, awesome! You've ordered it. That's brilliant, Nathan. Have you ordered it from Amazon or from Etsy? Just out of interest. Um, yeah, he is pretty iconic being in the living room. He's on the rosé, by the way. He's not like, I am not the only one drinking this evening. I feel like Thursday nights, every time I've like the whole like year and a bit that I've worked like lived in this flat, like Thursday nights becomes our wine night. I don't know. Okay. Oh, yay! Question. So, do you do tarot reading full time now? It's been a while since I last checked in. No, I don't. I don't do tarot reading full time. However, tarot reading is a big staple of mine, and I do still read for people. I do really enjoy reading for people. It's something that brings me a lot of joy. It makes me feel really fulfilled, actually, as a job, as a kind of as a career as well. You know, so yeah, I do still do tarot readings, but not full time. When I first moved up here, I first moved up to Scotland, and I had like no job. And I was like, yeah, I'm a tarot reader. I'm a tarot reader. It's fine, I read tarot cards, and just kind of got by that way. But at the moment, doing my other job and between moving and also still doing readings as well. Yeah. So just having a look from Amazon. Okay, yeah. Oh, brilliant. That's awesome, Nathan. I'm really happy. Let me know if you like it. Hopefully you like it. I'm sure you'll like it. Touch wood, you'll like it. It's received quite good kind of reviews and stuff like that. So for all of you doing the reviews, like, thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. So tarot reading. I wish I was refined enough to drink wine. I never used to like wine, but I kind of love wine now. Not rosé and not white wine, which is a shame because in summer, like white wine and rosé always looks like really crisp and dead good. But yeah. So, what's the best way for an American to get hold of a copy of your book? This book, Barbarous Words. Yeah, I've put it to hand. Shameless plug. Um, so the best way to get a copy of my book in general is through Amazon. I'm a self-published author, so it's through Amazon. So you can order it through there, or I also have an Etsy account as well, which I will put underneath. It's Bocca Botanica on Etsy, and you can order a signed copy from myself on there as well. And it's tracked, so I'll sign it for you, and it's tracked. So yeah, if anyone's interested, give me a shout. But yeah, so that's the way. So that's Amazon is worldwide. So there was a wee bit of trouble when I first kind of published the book. Like it wasn't available in Ireland, and then it wasn't available in America, and yeah. But now it's available everywhere. So can you discuss the story of your hagstone necklace and the story behind it? It feels very powerful on the internet, over the internet distance. Thank you very much. This is actually from Bali. Yeah, this was given to me by someone that went traveling, and they actually went to Bali, and they saw it and picked it up. But it's actually also a piece of coral. And interestingly enough, and it's mentioned in my book, that coral has the ability to unbewitch people, as well as hagstones having that protective virtue. So I kind of see it as a two-in-one. It's like a double whammy for me. But yeah, this necklace I do love. I do love this hagstone. I don't wear it all the time. I'll be honest, I switch my necklaces up quite a lot, but yeah, I do wear this, and I do love this. And it also has, I don't know if you can see it, there's like snake vertebrae there as well. And like some people have been like, oh my God, are they teeth? And I'm like, no, like teeth don't really look like this. But yeah, so I've had they're snake vertebrae. But yeah, so that's something that I'm like, love it. So what have you been up to magically, and that you can share? Yeah, I can share something. Where is it? It's over there. I will share something that I've done very recently. It was pretty insane, actually. I'm just gonna tell you guys. But very recently, I was really stuck for cash, like bad, like January, basically, right after Christmas, after Yule, everyone's like drastic, and I was really struck for cash, like so bad, and basically like it just kind of it was really bad. It was kind of like 22p noodles kind of job situation a day. It was really, I was hungry. And I was like, do you know what? I can't live like this. I'm done. So I actually done a conjuration to get some money. And I got a tax return for quite a considerable amount of money for the date that I timed it at, and that worked really well. There is something else that I am up to, but I don't really want to discuss that. I can't really share that just now, but there is something else that I'm up to soon, very soon. But yeah, other than that, just also packing up my sort of magical supplies and stuff like that for the move. So yeah, doing a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, kind of other, yeah. I'm always up to something magically. I'm terrible for it. Greetings from Jefferson County, Missouri, USA. Hello. Will you be doing any more in-depth videos concerning the witch's devil? I haven't done one in a long time, actually. I haven't done any in a long time. And I really should, because I do work with him. I do, he's a valid part of my practice. And, like that's, it's a massive integral part of my practice, actually. I always say it's very careful what you do with him, because I think that he can be a trickster. So yeah, but I will do, of course, I will do. Just let me know some of the stuff that you wanted to know in terms of in depth. We're talking about like practice or work with him, stuff like that, because you know what? Like, admittedly, I'm kind of struck for videos as of recent, because I do want to do more videos, but it's just kind of something that I'm like, what to do, because I feel like I've covered quite a range of subjects. But Charles Smith, like, if you have any in terms of any more in-depth videos concerning the devil, like if there are particular things that you want to know, give me a shout and I'll do one. I bought mine from Amazon. Yay! Hey, I got my signed copy for Christmas from my beloved. Lovely. I'll be starting it when I finish Gemma Gary's Traditional Witchcraft, then Ash's book after that. Awesome. I just want to actually say Ash's book is awesome. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a good friend of his. I love his style. I just love that book. I love the Black Book of Isabel Godey. It's a really good book, and I've really enjoyed reading it. And I'm looking forward to reading his new book, Spaywolf. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this as well, which is just recently out. So yeah. I consider myself traditional, but I celebrate the equinoxes because I make egg talismans. Is that okay? Oh, I don't know if I'm joking. Master Blackthorn, listen, that it's important to know where something comes from, and it's important to know about kind of references and stuff like that, and that's okay. But if it's your personal practice and you celebrate the equinox and you make egg talismans on the equinox and you get something out of that in your practice, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not doing anything wrong. And of course, you're still traditional. You're still a traditional witch or a practitioner, absolutely. But it just means that you also incorporate the equinox. Actually, admittedly, I don't really do things for the equinox, but what I do sometimes is I might light a candle and I might very simply say, this is the halfway point between darkness and light. From this point, light prevails and we come into spring. And yeah, and I might do that. I might go for a walk, or I might not do anything. I might sit in bed and watch Netflix, you know. But if that's something you do, and not sit in bed and watch Netflix, I feel like everyone does that. But in terms of the equinox, sorry, if that's something you do and you get something out of that, yeah, of course. If it's a personal practice, it's personal to you. It's your personal practice. You know, it's your personal practice, and no one has a right to say what you can and can't do within your personal practice because it's personal to you and it works for you. So if anyone does say anything, just no. So sorry. So British folk manager, do you work with a fae? I do, but never in the house, never in the flat. I do a fae, but I am super, super careful. I actually discussed this. I discussed it recently in Otherworldly Oracle podcast. So if you guys go onto Spotify and you put Otherworldly Oracle, that podcast will come up. It's the first one of the year. So I was like so honored, by the way, to be on that with Alora and Kitty. Super honored. They're two great friends of mine and love them. But yeah, I discussed it kind of a bit more on that. So if anyone wants to have a look at that, feel free. But I do work with the fae, but only certain fae, and I'm very, very careful with what yeah. Good luck with packing up your suppliers. My partner and I moved a house a few weeks back. You should have seen the look on removal guys' face when they brought in 14 boxes labeled Witchcraft. That's hilarious. Yeah, I actually said to my partner, like, it was like a couple of weeks ago, but he was like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's fine. It's a toe bone. It's like, what? I was like, it's fine. It's from like a medical skeleton, you know. Okay. I was like, is that? I was like, yeah, don't touch the chicken's foot. It's like, okay. Yeah, I kind of, yeah. It's a bit like, you know, Bewitched, where like there's Samantha and Darren. I totally feel like Samantha, and he's like Darren. Yeah. But thank you very much from the Dark Pool. So how as oh my god, okay, Milo, how's your witchcraft practice changed from your early days just starting out to now? Any practices that hold strong and some that faded? Of course, I love stuff like this. So if we're talking about, I mean, I've been practicing since I've been 11. So I'm 32 now, so it's quite a while, but I'm just going to move this a little bit. But in terms of traditional witchcraft, my practice has very much changed. I still consider myself a traditional witch. I still consider myself a folkloric witch. But there is also now another side to me that very much acknowledges British folk magic as well in terms of the practices of the cunning folk. And that is something that at first I was a lot more ritualistic, right? I was a lot more ritualistic within my practice, and I still do have ritualistic practices. I still do that, but nowhere near as much as what I used to. It used to be like, lay a compass round, do this, tread the mill, all these kind of elements of traditional witchcraft, which is fine to use, by the way. And I still lay a compass. I don't really tread the mill, but if you do all this in your practice, that's fine, because again, it's your personal practice. But when I first started out, I was very kind of, I will have to do this and then that and then that. And now, in terms of how I practice, I very seldom lay a compass. I haven't trod the mill for years, I think, apart from group ritual. I'll do it by a group ritual because that kind of gets the energy up. But I'm a lot more operative in my practice. So I'm a lot more getting your hands dirty kind of folk magic situation. Operative folk magic that gets shit done, rather than ritualistic magic. Now, of course, ritualistic magic gets shit done, but there is a lot more of a spiritual element to it. In terms of connecting with deities, it could be connecting with spirits. Again, I still do this aspect, but a lot more of the magic seems to be like, right, okay, I'm really like, I can't eat, I need food, and I'll like do a spell, and I'm like, oh, I've like, that's worked, like an example before. By the way, me not eating isn't a regular occurrence. It's just January, isn't it? Come on. But yeah, so that was the stang, and I mentioned this in my most recent video. The stang is something I do not utilize anymore.